Hey family, Eve here. So family, today the video that I'm about to create is a video on one of the 12 tribes of Israel, and it's his seed Issachar. So before I get started, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So again, family, the video that I'm going to do today is on his son Issachar. So family, you know, every time I make videos, I'm showing you what God is doing in the land right now, what he's doing in the earth. And you remember I told you right now he's gathering us back from the four corners from where he scattered us to when we went into slavery. But family, one thing I want to point out to you guys is in one of my videos I mentioned the lands that when Moses died, he passed out the land. He gave Joshua the charge to issue. The Most High told him to tell Joshua, give Joshua the instructions on the lands, on what lands to give to each one of the tribes of Israel. Now you remember I told you in one of my other videos, I told you, and I think it's the video called, the video I made, and it was called Abraham, how Abraham is connected to Shem. And in that video, I told you all the lands that Noah gave to Shem, Ham, or Canaan, Shem, Canaan, and Japheth. And remember I told you but Abraham's connection to Shem was those lands, because the Most High told him when the lands was given to, when Noah gave the lands to Shem, Ham, and Japheth, Canaan. Remember I said in that video, go back and watch the video, it says Abraham connection to Shem. In that video I told you when God gave out the land, Canaan did not go. When Ham gave his sons their land, Canaan didn't dwell on his own land. He went to the land of Shem. And then you remember I said he also named the land after himself, the land of Canaan, which was really the land of Shem. Now, Abraham related to Shem. And you remember God said he was going to give Abraham the land of Canaan. It was already his land because it was his land through Shem. So when Abraham, before he died, he gave it to Isaac, and then Isaac gave it to Jacob. So that all that land that was the land of Canaan became the children of the 12 tribes, the land that was given to the 12 tribes through by Joshua through the Most High. So when the children of Israel were scattered throughout to the four corners, that's the land that was given to them. That the land that they were scattered on was their own land. Remember I said Judah was here in the Americas. And when Joshua gave them the land, remember the Most High said he was going to bring them to a land of the promised land, the land of milk and honey. Isn't the United States called the land of milk and honey? So family, I'm just showing you where they coming back. And also too, in one of my videos, I believe I mentioned how, and maybe I haven't done that video yet, but I did, and I was talking about how the children of Israel, when they was in the wilderness for 40 years, you remember they traveled and walked through the wilderness for 40 years. Wilderness just means lost. So what they did was they traveled the wilderness, they walked the earth. And the Most High also told them that all the land that they foot shall tread shall become theirs. So when they walked the wilderness, they walked the whole earth. So the whole earth belonged to the children of Israel. So when they were scattered, they was just scattered on their own land. And I think I'm going to go ahead and do that video a lot sooner than I was. I thought I had already done it, but now that I'm thinking about it, I haven't done it. So again, the tribe that I'm speaking on today is Issachar. And so I'm going to show you what Issachar been all of this time and where he's being gathered from. So like I said, when the 12 tribes were scattered, Israel, the 12 sons of Israel, when they were scattered to the four corners, Issachar was in Mexico. Issachar dwelt among Spaniards, like the Spanish-speaking people, Mexico. That's why Hispanics and Mexicans speak Spanish. They was in Mexico. So when you see, okay, so Mexico is located in the southern part of North America and is bordered by north of the United States, south and west of the Pacific Ocean, southeast of Guatemala, Belize, and the Caribbean Sea, and east of the Gulf of Mexico. So Mexico is the 13th largest country in the world, and it's best known for all its riches, like its culture, its ruins, and its beaches. And we all know that Mexican cuisine is enjoyed by everybody. So Mexico is really a part of North America, because when you look on the world map, you'll see Mexico sits right at the coast of the waters, right below, right attached to the bottom of the United States. So, family, remember, so me just telling you, just giving you the outline of these lands, like when Joshua gave out the lands, it's kind of showing you where Issachar was dwelling anyways. So Issachar was the ninth son of Jacob, but the fifth son to his wife Leah. He bared, she bared him. Like I said, he was right after Judah. Judah, then Issachar. In Genesis 30 and 16, it says, "And Jacob came out of the field in the evening, and Leah went out to meet him and said, Thou must come in unto me, for surely I have hired thee with my son's mandrakes, and he lay with me tonight." And so mandrakes is a fertility fruit. Her son Reuben went out and found this fertility fruit, and he gave it to her because after she had Judah, it says that she left off bearing, meaning she wasn't bearing any children at that time. She even gave her handmaid to her husband so that she can bear children through her handmaid. But when her son Reuben went out and got this fruit, this mandrake, he gave it to her, and that fruit is known as a fruit of fertility. Let me show you what it says about this fruit. It says the primary use of the mandrake plant throughout history has been as a fertility, and with many cultures believing in its roots, which often resembles a human figure, could promote conception. The belief is most notably referenced in the Bible when Rachel is described as seeking mandrakes to help her conceive. See, Rachel had even asked her, could she have her mandrake, in same chapter 30, verse 14, and it says, "And Reuben went in the days of wheat harvest and found mandrakes in the field and brought them unto his mother Leah. Then Rachel said to Leah, Give me, I pray thee, of thy son's mandrake. And she said to Rachel, she said unto her, It is a small matter that thou hast taken my husband, and wouldst thou take away my son's mandrake also? And Rachel said, Therefore he shall lie with thee tonight from thy son's mandrake." See, she was telling her that fruit that he gave her, she just knew she was going to conceive just because that fruit was known as a fertility fruit. And that fruit is grown here in the United States. It's I think it was taken from here and planted in other parts of the world, like Europe and other places like Asia, in different places, but it's known as a fruit here in the United States. So I'm just trying to show you guys Issachar. So and after her husband laid with her, in Genesis 30 and 17, it says, and 17 says, "And God hearkened unto Leah, and she conceived and bare Jacob her fifth son." And Leah said, God, her fifth son, but the ninth son for Jacob. And Leah said, 18 says, "And Leah said, God hath given me my hire, because I have given my maiden to my husband." And she called his name Issachar. When she said he had given her maiden to her husband, that means, like I said before, she gave her handmaid to Jacob, or Jacob, so that she can have more children through her handmaid. Because, like I said, after she had Judah, she left off bearing, like she wasn't having any more children. And so when she says, "And God has given me my hire," that's how you know Issachar is the Hispanics or the Mexicans, because what are they known for? Hire work. This is how we know that the Hispanics and the Mexicans is the tribe of Issachar, because they are the ones of the tribe of Israel that have always been known and hired to do work, or hired for work. And that's why she said, God has given me my hire. So the Mexicans and the Hispanics that you see coming across the border, They just coming back home. They coming back to the lands that was once given to them by the Most High through Joshua. So when you see them coming across that border and you hear all of these, the president of the United States and all of these people saying that the border control, like they trying to control the borders with all of these walls that they trying to put up, those walls, that's for them. Those walls are for their convenience, because those walls cannot keep out the children of Israel, because these lands belong to them. That's why they're not able to hold them, and they coming in groves, because they just coming back home. This is their home, their lands. These are their lands. And we all know the Mexicans resemble the Native Americans. Once we were Native Americans were once a dark people, but they became whitened down or whitewashed through the Romans or the Europeans when they slept with our women. That's where their light skin and their straight hair came from the raping of the Europeans, how they raped our women. And so, but we all know that the Hispanics are known as the Native Americans. So family, I just was trying to give you guys an outlook on who Issachar is and where he's coming from and where he's been that whole time. And remember, I said in my last video pertaining to Judah, we are receiving the great substance or the rewards of our restoration. How God told Abraham that he was going to give us great substance when we came out of captivity. And that's a part of their great substance. The tribe of Issachar great substance is they're coming across those borders because they're coming home. They being restored. Their lands are being restored to them. So family, I thank you guys for visiting my video. That's Issachar. That's Issachar. I thank you guys for visiting my video, and I'll see you on the next one.